5 fucking bodies within 48 hours? What is going on? Justin, tell me something.
Sorry, Detective. I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I'm a blood spatter analyst, Detective, and there's no blood here.
There's not a single drop of blood?
Not from these three, there isn't.
So basically you're telling me you're useless. Just get the fuck out of here.
Fuck you too, Detective. Why are you such an asshole to that kid?
Oh, now you're talking? You haven't said a word since we got on the scene, and first words out of your mouth you're defending that little prick?
I like to think before I speak. You should try it sometime.
Fuck you. So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking this could be connected to the David Thorne case.
How so?
We have 3 bodies left in a twisted mess. I mean, look at these guys. They look like they've been in a car wreck.
Okay, so?
So, with the bodies being in such a mangled condition, you'd think there would be some cuts, or bruising, some blood, something. But as far as I can tell, besides the mangled form, there's not a scratch on these guys. I can't even begin to guess how these guys died. This reeks with the same type of weird as the Thorne's crime scene.
And the only witness is the victim, who is so shaken up she's basically catatonic.
Yeah, we wouldn't know what really happened until she's mentally stable enough to talk. Let's just hope it's sooner than later, because it looks like we're gonna have to play the waiting game on this one.
Damn it. I told you. This is fucked.
All right, everyone, listen up. We have a guest that came down from the FBI to help us sort out this David Thorne mess. I expect you all to give him your respect and full cooperation. Agent Hyder, would you like to say something?
Yes, thank you, Chief. Like your chief said, I'm Agent Hyder, and I just want to make a couple things clear. I'm not here to take over this investigation. I truly believe you are more than capable of solving this case. However, due to the nature of David Thorne's work, some things will be on a need-to-know basis. So I'm going to need to look at all the evidence you have so far and hear any ideas or theories of what you all think is going on. So since we're all here, does anyone have anything they want to say or ask?
So just to be clear, you're not taking over the case. You're just making sure we don't stumble into classified territory. Yeah, to fucking babysitters like children.
Watch it, Rinfola.
No, it's alright, Chief. I get it, believe me. I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass. At the end of the day, I am kinda babysitting you all. But I'm here to help, and let's be honest, your teams are pretty small. You could use the help.
When you're right, you're right.
So I have a theory about the 3 dead bangers in the parking lot.
3 dead bangers?
Yes, Detective Rinfola and Mac had a late one last night. They came from a crime scene with 3 dead gangbangers in a parking lot.
Okay. Well, let's hear your theory, Detective.
I have a theory that the bangers in the parking lot and David Thorne's crimes are connected somehow.
Really? In what way?
Well, I'm sure it'll make more sense once you're settled in and take a look at the evidence we got, but no one can explain how Thorne died and got his injuries, and by seeing the 3 bodies at the parking lot firsthand, it's just more of the same. I'm no coroner, but me and Detective Rinfola are stumped when it comes to the cause of their body's condition.
Interesting.
That's an understatement. It's like someone discovered a new way of killing without leaving any evidence behind. Like that damn ghost. Or they could just kill without touching someone.
Okay, let's try to keep our theories and ideas based on reality, please. There's got to be a reasonable and rational explanation for all this, and we're going to figure it out with Agent Hyder's help. Is there anything else, Agent Hyder?
No, that's all. Thank you for your time. I look forward to working with all of you.
All right, children, back to work.
Chief, I would like to speak with the detective who was on the scene with Sarah Daniels. I'd like to know what happened there.
I gave Detective El Buscador the day off. Give him time to clear his head and get right. It's one thing coming into a crime that's already taken place, but to see someone kill themselves right in front of you is a whole different thing.
I understand.
You could talk to Detective Jest. He wasn't in the room, but he was on the scene with Detective El Buscador when it went down. He might be able to help you.
Thank you, Chief. I'll do that.
Dr. Moss?
Please, call me Hugh. You must be Detective Jest.
You got it.
Please, come in.
So these are our thugs?
I suppose so.
May I?
Oh, please, by all means. I must say, it's a welcome change of pace to see more of you coming down here.
I'm sure my partner would want to be here, but Detective El Buscador is off today.
Oh, you're Detective El Buscador's partner. How splendid. He's a very nice man.
He is. He had nice things to say about you as well. He said you were pretty cool.
Oh, well, that's a lovely thing to say.
Well, Hugh, what are we looking at here? What can you tell me?
Well, if I'm being honest, Detective, the situation is bittersweet. You've brought me another fascinating case, which I love. But again, unfortunately, I don't have many answers.
Damn. I was afraid you were going to say that.
I am truly sorry, Detective. All I can tell you is that all three of these men have broken almost every major bone in their bodies. All clean breaks. Arms, legs, back, neck, all of it cleanly broken.
Shit. So does that tell us anything?
It does, actually. Since these were all clean breaks, it tells me whatever caused the breaks had to have a lot of force behind it.
And that's where we get stumped, isn't it, Hugh? All that force and no sign of external damage. No lacerations, no bruises, no sign of any outside trauma.
Precisely. Well done, Detective.
Well, I guess I'll let you get back to work, Hugh. Thanks for the help.
I appreciate that, Detective, but I honestly don't feel like I was much help.
Don't beat yourself up, Hugh. What you've told me did help. It's making me lean more towards the theory that we have that these guys and David Thorne are connected somehow.
Ah, how fascinating.
It is, isn't it? You know what? Gabe was right. You are cool, Hugh. You're chill, and you got a sweet British accent.
Oh, well, thank you. What a lovely thing to say.
Pound it, Hugh.
Oh, all right.
Nice. We're gonna be good friends, Hugh. I can sense it.
What a fun man.
Come on, hon. We need to keep running. I can't keep up. My legs are tired. Eve, I know you're tired, sweetie, but the Batmen are after us and they're close.
Over here. I think I see them.
Eve, I need you to listen to me very carefully. We're gonna have to split up for a little while. Eve, listen to me. I know it's scary, but I need you to be brave. No. You don't want to go back to the labs, do you? So we're gonna split up for a little bit. It'll be harder for them to find us. I'm afraid. I know, sweetheart. Me too. But you're strong, Eve. You're so strong. I've seen it, and I need you to be strong now. Listen, stay away from large groups, stay off the main roads, and if you absolutely have to talk to someone, use your abilities to make sure they're good. Run, Sarah, run!
Jest.
Chief.
Finally got some good news. Turns out our girl from the parking lot crime wants to talk. And she's in the interrogation room waiting to be interviewed as we speak.
She's here right now?
Apparently so. I just got the call from the front desk.
Damn, that was fast. She's a trooper.
I need you to get in there and work your magic. Get all that you can out of her. She also happens to be the DA's secretary, so be gentle.
Always, Chief. Gentle like a gentleman. Hey, Rachel?
That's me.
I'm Detective Christopher Jest. I'm here to interview you. Is that alright?
That's why I'm here.
Before we start, I gotta say, kudos to you for coming down here today. To be honest, we weren't expecting to see you for at least a few days.
What can I say? I'm tougher than I look.
No doubt. Speaking of looks, you really don't have that many marks or bruises. Looks like you can take a punch.
It was more like a really hard open hand slap, but thanks.
See? We're already smiling and laughing. This is gonna be a breeze. You ready to start?
Let's do it.
Okay, we'll start from when you got off work. Tell me as much as you can remember with as much detail as you can.
Okay, well, I got off work late. It was like 9:55 when I walked out the door. I remember because I always take one last look at the clock before shutting the door.
Is that normal for you? Getting off work late?
Not really. But with the elections coming up and the attention we're getting from the Thorn case, leaving late has been commonplace the past week.
All right, let's continue. You left the office.
So I make my way to the parking lot, and unsurprisingly, my car's the only one left in the lot.
That's got to kind of put you on edge, I'm sure. Being the last to leave, being the single car left, it makes you a target.
Yeah, I'd say that's an understatement at this point.
Fair enough. Sorry. Please continue.
So that's when I heard someone yelling towards me. I guess you could say it was catcalling in its lowest form.
I could imagine.
So they continue to follow me to my car while voicing their concerns about me being alone.
Oh, clearly they were very concerned.
Tell me about it. So the African-American guy makes a comment about giving him and his boys a ride, and I refused.
I'm sure he didn't like that.
No, he did not. That's when he grabbed me by my neck. I screamed for help, and that's when he hit me.
Now, when he hit you, were you dazed, woozy? Were you knocked out?
No, I was more shocked by it than anything else. It hurt like hell, but I didn't really feel dizzy or anything like that.
So what happened next?
I fall to the ground, and his boys joined in on the fun and started kicking me.
Jesus. I'm sorry. So, did they just stop? Did someone intervene?
For the first few moments, I didn't see anything. I had my eyes closed tight and my jaw clenched, bracing for more blows. I heard them yelling at someone, telling them to fuck off.
Did you eventually get a look at who they were talking to?
Not at first. There was something happening that my eyes and my mind were more focused on.
Like what?
Okay, I know how this is gonna sound. It sounds fucking crazy. I know that. But it's what I saw.
What did you see, Rachel?
The three guys that attacked me, they were floating.
They were floating?
They were fucking floating. Floating maybe 10 or 12 feet off the ground.
Wow. So, what happened next?
After my eyes and mind gave up trying to process these three men defying gravity in a fucking parking lot, that's when I saw her.
Saw her? You saw a woman?
No, I saw a little girl. She couldn't have been any older than 8, 9, 10 years old.
A little girl? What did she look like?
Dark brown hair. She had a sweater on that looked like it was too big for her. It was gray, I think. And it almost looked like she had a hospital gown under that.
So then what happened?
God, you're gonna think I'm crazy.
No, you're doing great. Please, go on.
The girl made some motion with her hands. Then all at once, the three guys just twisted. Their bodies whipped around like rag dolls. I could hear their bones breaking. It echoed in the parking lot.
Jesus Christ.
Then, they suddenly just dropped to the ground, and I knew. I knew they were dead. I think I screamed. Then everything went black. The paramedics said I fainted.
Did the girl say anything? Did she speak to you at all?
She didn't speak a single word.
Wow.
Ugh, I'm crazy, aren't I?
Oh, you're fucking nuts. I'm having people grab your straitjacket right now.
I hope they got the right size.
But hey, all jokes aside, you did great. You were a big help. And if it makes you feel any better, I believe you saw what you say you saw.
Thank you, Detective.
Stay safe, Rachel.
Detective Jest,
Agent Hyder.
you've been busy today. I've been trying to track you down all morning.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm kind of picking up the slack for Detective Obuscador.
Funny how you bring that up, because that's what I want to talk about. I was wondering if you could tell me what went down at the motel.
Well, I wasn't in the room with them. I was outside the door. It was open, but I could only hear the little snippets of the conversation.
What did you hear?
I heard something about someone being beyond powerful and having connections. Something about Thorne deserving what happened to him. And that was all I heard. Detective Albuscador filled in the blanks afterwards.
And what blanks did he fill?
Basically, Sarah Daniels believed that Thorne was killed by a 10-year-old girl called Eve, and we should be looking for her.
Interesting. Is there anything else? Other leads you might have that can help me help you?
I just recently interviewed a journalist, Miles Gilbert, about the company Thorne and Daniels work for, Alice Industries. Miles Gilbert wrote an article 8 years ago about them. He had a lot of suspicions about them being up to no good. I also just interviewed the victim from the parking lot crime scene, and she said a little girl roughly around 10 years old basically saved her. I'm thinking that's our Eve.
That's great news. That means she's in the city. Good work, Detective. Thank you for your help.
No problem.
It's me. It appears an old nuisance of ours has resurfaced. Miles Gilbert. Apparently our message wasn't clear enough the first time. It's time to pay a visit to our old journalist friend. Make sure he clearly gets the message this time. But there's good news. I just found out Eve is still here in the city. It's only a matter of time. Oh, hey JJ. What's up?
Not much. I thought I would stop on by and visit before I head home. See how you're doing.
I'm bored out of my mind, JJ. Come on, get your ass in here.
Well, if you're bored, we got the cure for that back at the station. Shit got real busy when they made you take the day off.
Catch me up. What's been going on?
Well, for starters, since Thorne and Daniels both work for ItsAllstar Industries, and most of their work is classified, the Feds sent one of their boys to help us with the case.
Shit. So as in help, they mean babysit.
That's what everyone's been saying. I didn't sit in on the meeting, but I guess the agent basically admitted that's why he's here.
What's the guy like?
He's fine, I guess. I haven't really had a one-on-one with him, but those who have says he's kinda intense. He speaks calmly and slow with a quiet intensity. At least that's how Jess described it.
Well, as long as he's not a dick, we should be fine.
I hear he's been really looking forward to talking to you.
Really? Why?
He basically wants to know the ins and outs of what happened and what was said at the motel.
I'm sure he does. Trying to find out if anything was said that can cast the government in a bad light. Good old-fashioned damage control.
Yeah, most likely.
How's Jess doing without me there?
Honestly, very well. I got to admit, for someone always cracking jokes and never taking anything seriously, I'm impressed. He's been crushing it.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Really?
Well, I've known Jess since we were kids, and he's always at his best when the pressure's on. The wisecracks and jokes are his way of dealing with the stress. He's always been that way. Making people laugh calms him.
Man, that information would have been nice to know a year ago.
Hey, I told you that breaking up with him was a mistake, and you'd regret it.
Okay, can we not get into that right now?
Alright.
We also got another weird crime scene that we're starting to think is connected to the Thorne and Daniels case.
Really? What happened?
3 assholes jumped a girl heading to her car, then suddenly, boom, all 3 of the assailants are dead. Every major bone in their body is broken, but there's no sign of external trauma.
What the fuck?
But the best part is, the victim said a little girl saved her. Just thinks it could be this Eve we're looking for.
That's good. That means she's still in the city.
Yes, sir, that's right.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I can't wait to get back to work tomorrow.
Hello? Are you okay? Are you lost? Are you hurt? Do you need help? My God.
Not even close.
What the